All right, thanks for joining me. I'm Juliana, and this is Yoga Flow. So you're gonna need a blanket, a set of blocks, and a strap today. So let's get started. Moving to the mat. I have a set of blocks here, and I'm gonna put one for the shoulder blades, putting that on the lowest height, and the one for the head in a height level up. Having your strap close by, and if you need to adjust this, if you feel like you want a deeper, you can just switch the height. But again, a small and a medium height is usually a good proportion for this. Bring the block to the shoulder blade so your shoulders are actually off the block. Bringing your hands behind the head, tuck your chin into your chest, and let the back of the skull rest. And you can adjust that block if you need. Arms are going out to the side to help you to release into the shoulders, into the chest. And you can take a couple of options with the feet a little wider, letting the knees knock in to soften into the lower back. Or if you want to go deeper into your hips, bringing the soles of the feet together, knees out to the side in Supta Baddha Konasana. Allowing your body to start to settle in. Take a nice deep breath through the nose and a big sigh through your mouth. Let it go. Empty it out. Deep breath in. And sighing it out. Letting go of the tension and stress. Just let it melt away. One more, even bigger. And let it go. If it's comfortable for you to keep your eyes closed, let the eyes close and continue to inhale and exhale through the nose as much as possible. And just starting to feel the wave of your breath rising and falling. As the breath moves in, expanding, lifting. And as the breath moves out, softening, releasing, and letting go. Started to notice the muscles in your face starting to relax, the corners of the eyes releasing, the jaw unclenching. If you feel the support under the shoulder blades, you can continue to release down to your elbows, your arms. Feeling the hips supported, grounding into the earth. You continue to release down your legs and your toes. Just letting your body soften and release, and the earth supporting you, giving you the sense of well-being, of safety. This is your safe place. Let it go. Perhaps noticing how the breath is getting a little calmer, deeper, longer. Especially on your exhalation. And if you know Ujjayi breath, you can start your Ujjayi breath at any time. It sounds like if you're fogging a mirror, but your mouth is closed, narrowing the air back of the throat. Almost sounds like waves crashing on a shore. In and out. As you notice the pauses, noticing how the mind now is probably a little quieter than when you started. So as you start to draw the awareness to the breath, it's a great way to calm the mind, quiet the thoughts. Allowing yourself to come back to your breath awareness whenever you need. Find a little bit more quiet and peace. Remembering the breath is here, always for you. Peace is always inside you. Just taking your time to find a little bit more pause so you can actually listen and you can act better, react better, feel better. At your next inhale, bring your palms together into Anjali Mudra prayer pose. Let the thumbs rest on your forehead. And as you inhale, breathe in kind thoughts and positive energy. Let that fill you up. Letting your hands move to your heart center. Connecting with the heart. Feeling for the gratitude of being here today, or anything else that you're grateful for. Breathe in. And as you exhale, slowly softening and release. The soles of the feet come to the floor, knees up to the sky. As you inhale, start to circle your arms forward and up. And as you exhale, you soften your elbows, let your arms go back. Sweep them along the side, down to the feet. As you inhale, reaching it forward and up. Exhale, softening through the elbows, sweeping them back, and taking out one more circle of the arms. Inhale. And a big exhale. Next time the arms along the side, let them rest. Breathe into your heart. And as you exhale, start to bring your elbows parallel like a number 11 in front of you, keeping those cactus arms. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, squeeze it in. Lock your fingers, bring your hands behind the head, perhaps taking that block out of the way. Let your head rest into your hands like a little hammock, and let your elbows start to reach up, maybe a gentle massage into that shoulder blades. And from here, as you exhale, press into your feet, navel pulls in, you take your elbows up. And as you inhale, you bring it down. As you exhale, let it lift and inhale down. And one more. Exhale, lift, pick up the right knee, twist, and bring it down. And exhale, twist it to the other side and bring it down. Just two more. As you exhale, you lift and you twist and you bring it down. This is going to be your last one. Exhale up and inhale down. Hold it here and slowly taking your hands along the side, start to bring your body all the way up, feeling that lift. Take that block out of the way and slowly lower yourselves all the way down. As you come down, let your knees come into your chest and give it a hug and a gentle rock as you move it side to side. Allow the knees to face the ceiling. Hold onto the tops of the knees and start to circle your knees in one direction, massaging the lower back. And then take the knees the other way around. Drop your left foot down to the floor. Keep your right knee into the chest. Hold it in and extend the right leg up and down. So starting to warm up into the hamstrings, into the knee joint. Hold it up there. Perhaps you point and flex the toes, roll the ankle. And start to resist a little bit more. Sliding the hands behind the thigh. Push your thigh into your hands, the hands against the thigh. Maybe you need a strap here. If you do, that's absolutely fine. As you exhale, you soften, bend the knee again. And perhaps coming into a half happy baby, holding the blade of the foot, letting that leg move in and out. Now again, if you feel that you prefer to have a strap here, you can hold the strap onto your foot and let it move in and out. And next time the leg is out to the side, again, you can hold the blade of the foot or the big toe, let it open. You can bring your left hand to your hip. As you exhale, take it back up. We're going to release and cross the right ankle over the left. Figure four, spread your hands between the legs, bring it in. And a gentle rock side to side. I'm just starting to feel a stretch into the glutes, outer glutes. So if you need, you can use a strap between the hands. If it feels that's too much, you can also put a blanket behind your head. Find the support that you need. And with your next exhale, let the knees cross one on top of the other, like you're coming into Gomukhasana, legs. So you start to hold and bringing the knees in. And then you start to bring your hands closer to the ankles. Maybe you find the ankles. And you start to bring your feet a little closer in and out. You're starting to get a little bit more into the outer glutes. You might even move your hips a little side to side if that's okay with your knees. Then with your next exhale, release. Let your left heel drop to the earth. Move your hips slightly to the right. The knees are going to go to the left. Your right arm opens to the side. Find your spinal twist. If you want to add more, bend that elbow and reach the arm back so you start to open a little bit more into the side body. Let the head relax. Soften it here as you move it side to side. And you're going to take the right fingertips and let it create this little halo up and over your head as it finds the knees. And from here, extend your left arm out to the side. Right arm comes on top. And it's like you're pulling a bow and an arrow. You start to bring your right hand in front of your chest, open it out to the side. Exhale, open. Soften the head. Inhale, take that arm up. Exhale, close it in. Bring the knees into the chest. Give it a gentle hug and rock side to side. Right foot drops down. Left knee comes into your chest. You hold behind the thigh and you kick that leg up and down a couple times. Maybe roll the ankle. Move it to the other side. Point and flex. And you start to add maybe a little bit more, bringing that chin in, extending. We're going to start to slide and start to push the back of the thigh into your hands or into the strap. Resist it and soften. And as you soften, you bend your knee a lot. And again, you can hold the blade of the foot. You can take your strap or hold the big toe as you start to open it out to the side. If you need to keep your right knee bent or letting the right knee drop to the side so your hips are leveled, you can always add that. Right hand can come onto the hip to support. With your next exhale, take that leg back up. Release and cross the left ankle over the right thigh. Right foot comes off the floor, figure four. And again, you thread your hands, the left hand between the legs, under the right thighs. You bring it in. And you can use your left elbow against your left thigh to deepen the stretch under your left glutes. Maybe a gentle rock of the body. And slowly releasing your hands. Continue to cross the legs so the knees are crossed one on top of the other. And now maybe you hold them, just gently bring the knees into the chest. If you have a little bit more flexibility, you can start to slide your hands to your ankles or your heels here and start to bring them out to the side and closer into your body. Like you're having your Gomukhasana, your cow face with the knees stacked. This is a little easier than when you're doing it seated, because you don't have the weight of your body over it. Your back is supported. And then release, let it go. Drop the right heel, scoot your hips slightly to the left, let the knees roll to the right. You can support the knees with your right hand, and with your left shoulder open to the side. Just breathe here. Let the head soften. You can move it a little side to side. Breathe into the left side of the body. Flare those ribs. Let the knees be supported. And then from here, take that little halo with your left fingertips up and over your head. All the way over to the right. Extend the right arm, left arm on top, and you're going to bring that arm through the chest, open it up into a big T twist. Exhale, side out. Inhale, take that arm up. Exhale, bring it down. Bring your knees back in. Give them a hug. Feet down to the earth. Walk your heels in so they're not too far out. I like to put the block between the inner legs, so just to engage your inner legs a little bit more. Squeeze the block. Your elbows are going to bring down to the floor, and like you have little robot arms here. Dig your elbows down. Open the chest, slide the shoulder blades, and now press into your feet. Squeeze the block. Bridge your hips up. And you can stay here. Give and pull onto the edges of your sticky mat. Feel the hips lifting. And as you exhale, release it down. Inhale, lift, take the arms up and over your head. Big yawn. Exhale, slowly bring it all the way down. Taking that block out of the way. And bring your hands to the thighs. You can rock yourself up to a seat or roll to the side, whatever works better for you as you find your seat. I have a blanket here, so bringing that blanket down, you want to bring your sit bones up, finding a little bit more support. And just taking the hands to the thighs, roll the shoulders up and then down the back. Taking your peace fingers to ground and root down into the earth. Take a nice deep breath into your chest. Feel for the lift of the spine. And as you exhale, drop your chin into your chest. Inhale, roll your left ear to your left shoulder. And exhale, roll your chin back into your chest. Inhale, roll the right ear to the right shoulder. And then back into the chest. Inhale, allow both arms to reach up, lift up. And as you exhale, slowly bringing that left hand down, right arm goes up and over. Get a nice reach to the side body, pushing into the bottom hand, opening the heart. Maybe that arm will come behind the head and you feel the elbow opening, chest opening. When you feel ready, inhale, take your arms up. As you exhale, twist to the right. Feel the support of your hands. Inhale, lift to the crown of the head. And as you exhale, soften the belly, soften the shoulders, and then you go a little deeper with your twist. Come back to the center. Inhale, extending the arms out. And as you exhale from here, turning your right thumb down and bringing that hand behind the back. And taking that hand and sliding it up and over. And perhaps you take the strap on your other hand and drop it down. So you're coming into your Gomukhasana, your cow face, arms, elbows going up, shoulders dropping down. Now you can stay here. If you feel like you want to stack your legs, you can absolutely stack the legs. Take a nice deep breath in. So this is similar to what we did with the floor. And as you exhale, maybe allowing your upper body to start to fold. Wherever you are is just perfect. You're going to release your arms. Let the fingers sink to the floor. Inhale, lift. And exhale, perhaps you fold a little bit more. Breathe into the lower back. Soften into the jaw. Maybe a little wiggle of the upper body. Taking your hands behind you. Start to bring yourself up. Take the hands behind. You do a little can-can move. You open your legs and you cross it the other way around. Tint the fingers. Roll the shoulders, pinch the elbows, feel a lift in your sternum, elbows squeezing in. And when you feel ready, inhale, take your arms up to the sky. Get long. Exhale. Right hand comes down, left arm starts to reach up and over. Maybe a gentle push into the bottom hand, but opening through the side body, connect through the sit bones. Maybe taking that hand behind the head and let the elbow open a little bit more so it becomes an open twist. The bottom ribs are trying to wrap. Take inhale, reach it up. Exhale, twist to the left. So your right hand finds your left knee, your left fingertips comes behind you. You inhale, you lift to the crown of the head, create some space in your spine. And as you exhale, soften the belly, soften the shoulders, and then you start to twist a little deeper with that. If it allows, you might even turn your gaze back. As you inhale, take your arms up and exhale, opening it out, turning the left thumb down, bring that hand behind the back. And from here, maybe using your right hand to bring that elbow in and back. And the strap comes here and it drops behind. So maybe you don't need the strap. So from the back, it's kind of like you're trying to find your fingers and your elbow's going up, the other one is down. And when you feel ready, you can stay here or stack your legs, one knee on top of the other. As you exhale, slowly start to soften and release. When you go forward, release your hands. Wherever you are is just perfect. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, fold. Again, maybe a little wiggle of the upper body, maybe a little bit more lengthening of the spine before you soften the jaw, the shoulders. Take your time bringing your hands back in. Roll your shoulders back, take the hands behind you, and extend your legs out to the front. I'm going to turn it to the side so you can see, maybe having the fingers facing forward, rolling the shoulders, pushing down, and from here, start to lift up into your reverse tabletop, opening up. As you exhale, release it down. Drop the tail, let the chest open once again, and then drop your knees to one side and roll your right shoulder back, roll it back. Maybe create a little bit more length, and if you want to add more, extend that right leg out. Exhale, bring it back down. Engage the feet, pushing down to lift up. Keep the sternum, the chest lifting, and now you start to drop your knees to the opposite side. The opposite shoulder, the left shoulder starts to turn back, lift. If you want to add more, extend that leg out. Nice. Bring it back to the center. Press into the feet, coming back in, and as you exhale, release it down. Cross through your ankles and shin, finding your tabletop. Take your time. So maybe you want a padding under your knees. And if you do, you can always take that blanket and add a little bit more support here. Fingers are going to be facing forward. Now you're going to push into the floor. As you inhale, you look forward, open. As you exhale, pushing down to lift up, rounding the spine, dropping the tail, core is engaged. Finding your cat, inhaling, finding that cow, chest opening. And for some, maybe that tail will even go a little further up. So it depends on your lower back. If you prefer to start to add a circle to this, start to explore, you can circle it around. You can go back and forth, or finding that little tabletop position, whatever works here for you. At the same time, start to release into your hands, turning the fingers in, bending the elbows, one at a time. So finding the sensations into the wrists, the fingers. And then from this, we're going to start to add a little bit more. So inhale, extend the right leg back. Push into the right arm, engage the core, left fingertips reaches forward. You're finding your spinal balance as you push, you lift through that leg. Create length from the crown of the head to the toes. And with your next exhale, bring your elbows and knees closer together. Inhale, reach. Now I'm going to take the elbow to the side, the knee to the side. Like this is just to challenge your balance. So it doesn't feel like you're in that straight line back and forth, but to the side it gets a little bit wobbly. And then dropping that left hand down, take the right foot out to the front and moving the hips back and forth. Start to get into a little bit more to the inner leg. Heel pushes down, hip pushes back. Inhale, chest starts to open. Exhale, pushing it back. Now next time you stay here, we're going to firm down and take the hands up to that front thigh. Drop the tail, engage the core. Now feel that your right heel wants to go back and your left knee wants to go forward. So feel the energy of the legs scissoring you. The core starts to engage, the body starts to lift. And as you inhale, take your arms up. Exhale, take it into your cactus arms, opening the heart. Inhale, reach it up. As you exhale, add a twist to the right. Take the right hand, let it come to the back of your left hand as you inhale. Start to feel lift and opening up. Exhale, pin that hand down, right arm goes up, tuck the back toes, open it up. Circle that arm a couple of times. And next time as you exhale, bring that hand on the inside. Feel the hips moving back and forth. When you feel ready, firm into your hands, step your right foot back. You're coming into a plank. Core is engaged, pushing down to lift up once again. And when you feel ready, drop down to your knees, straight line from the knees to the top of the head. Wrap your elbows in closer to the body. You come all the way down to the belly. The hands are ready in position for low cobra. Firm your outer ankles in, roll the shoulders back. And start to feel a lift in your heart. Exhale, soften and release. Once again, roll the shoulders, lift. Perhaps the hands will even come off the floor. And release. Take the fingers, take them along the side of the mat, and let your elbows lift up. Inhale. Open up, modify cobra. Now as you exhale, look over your left shoulder, drop the right shoulder down. Inhale, come back to the center. And drop it to the other side. Inhale, come back to the center. Exhale, soften and release. Bring your hands under the forehead. Relax it here in crocodile as you soften your hips, legs. And when you feel ready, take your time. Hands come closer to the body. Roll yourself back up into your tabletop. Bring your knees back down to the mat. Engage in the core when you feel ready. Left leg goes back, right arm goes forward. From here, when you feel ready to lift up, push into the left hand, extend to the left leg. Exhale, elbows and knees together. Inhale, feel a reach. Now exhale, maybe start to bend. Inhaling and exhaling. Take it to the side, drop the hand. Take that foot all the way to the front. Moving your hips forward. And then push it back. Push into the heel, drop the head. Inhaling, you can stay on the tips of your fingers. Feel the chest moving forward, the hips dropping down. Exhale, press into the heel, push the hips back, soften, getting into the hamstrings one more time. Inhale. Hold it, exhale, push it back. When you come forward next time, you're gonna stay there. Shimmy that foot more into the center line of the body. So your left foot is onto the left, your right foot to the right. So you're railroad tracks here. But feel the connection of the heels. The left heel trying to push back. The right knee trying to go forward. The tail drops, the core lifts, and as you inhale, you take your arms up. As you exhale, take it into your cactus, open the heart. Circle those arms. Once again, inhale, lift. Exhale, find your cactus. Maybe hips will go a little further down. And then twist. As you twist, open the arms. The left hand comes to the thigh. Turn your right palm up and inhale. Push the left thigh into your hand. Feel the lift through the right arm. Exalting a lunge and then drop the right hand down. Left arm goes up to the sky. You can even tuck the back toes and extend if that feels better. Backstroke that arm a couple of times. Next time that hand comes on the inside, stay there. Firm into your hands. Step your left foot back. You're coming back into your plank. Your choice, knees on the floor or chaturanga as you come all the way down. And you're going to drop down, point the toes, and this time find your sphinx. Let your elbows be about an inch ahead of your shoulders. So you feel that energy of pulling back of the chest opening, the outer ankles firming in. Now relax the head and drop it down. Nice. Feel this release into the neck and shoulders. You're going to, from the Sphinx, come into an elbow plank. You're going to tuck your toes, press your heels back and lift. Core is engaged. Hold it here. Take your right hand to where your left elbow is. Shift the weights to the heels. Take the arms up. Inhale, side elbow plank. Keep the hips high, and maybe that left leg will even lift. Who knows? Exhale, bring it back down. Shift to the other side. Engage the core. Again, if it feels too much, you can keep the knee on the floor. Otherwise, you lift the arm, lift the hips, engage. Maybe the leg will even float. Exhale, slowly bring it down. Finding your plank, drop it down. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, slowly, hands to the side, low cobra. And you're going to bring yourself this time from the tabletop all the way back to your child's pose. If it feels good to drop your head down to a block, you can always put a block under your head. Soften it here. As you breathe in and as you breathe out, you always have the choice of staying low or adding high. Right. Starting to warm up now. Finding your blocks. We're going to take those blocks a little bit more out to the front. So first, unblock here, and you're going to stay on your knees. Take the block into your hands, and as you inhale, lift it up. Now from here, firm those ribs in and down, and try not to let it puff up or engage. Lift it up. Feel that lift. Inhale. And take it back to the center. And we're going to bring it all the way down. Walk the hands out to the front, finding the two blocks. We're coming into puppy pose, Anahatasana, the heart offering pose. Staying with the hands on the block. Let your tailbone go back. Drop your heart. And just feeling this really nice opening to the back. If this feels too much, you can always drop the height of the block or drop the block altogether. So a puppy pose, your tail is more aligned with your hips. Chest is dropping, heart is offering here. Take a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, release. Walk your hands back in and just recover. I'm going to take this one more, and we're going to take it up with the block between, coming into dolphin. So we're going to take the block like a, what do you call that? You're going to frame the block with your thumbs. You're going to bring it down. And you're going to pin your elbows in. Now, if you have really wide shoulders, you take a block and a half like that and frame it, pushing it in instead of just the block. Firm it down, firm it in. And from here, pushing into your hands. Walk your feet back so you're coming into your plank. Core is engaged. Elbows pushing back, heels pushing back. It's the heart going forward, the heels pushing back. Hold it here and start to walk your feet a little closer in. Tailbone is going up. Soften into the knees. Maybe you find a little bit more lift into the spine. Moving the shoulders away. This is your dolphin pose. Take one more breath in. And as you exhale, walk your feet back. Finding your plank, and it's your choice of dropping it down, opening the heart. You can let go of the block, feel the opening into the chest, and perhaps you come into a little bit of a seal with the hands a little further out and the body relaxed. The head softened. Bring yourself all the way down. Low cobra, plank, sphinx, or maybe up dog. As you exhale, flip it back, downward facing dog. This is your first down dog. Take it easy. Head of the feet, move it around. And when you feel ready, walk your hands back to your feet. You're going to be hanging at the back edge of your mat. Soften through the knees, hold the opposite elbows. Allow your body to swing a little side to side. Soften it out. When you feel ready, release your hands down. Let your body roll up one vertebra at a time. Take your time. No right or wrong here. Roll the shoulders. Nicely done. And from here, we're going to walk to the front edge of the mat, making sure you have your strap with you and the blocks to the front. So we're going to take the strap or your towel, your belt, whatever you have there, and keep it on the loop. So if you're taking it up over your head, maybe you're going to keep the elbows bent. Don't let the chest go up and the tail go back. So drop the tail, pull the ribs in, and now pull that strap apart. You're going to, if you start to feel that trembling, that movement, that's absolutely fine. Inhale here, and as you exhale, release. Let it come behind you. Walk the hands so the fingers are facing forward, the thumbs are out, and you hold it. The elbows are going to be bent. You're going to start to open into your chest, ground through your heels, finding your Tadasana through the feet. Chest starts to open, and you start to pull the strap apart, down and away. So keeping those ribs in, but lifting the heart. And as you exhale, bend the knees, chest and thighs closer together. Drop the head, let the arms maybe float up and over. And you do a little flossing of the shoulders. You let the arms move a little side to side. Let the head be relaxed. Just noticing what's going on. Take a nice breath in. And with your next exhale, slowly bend the knees. Let the strap move out to the side. Hands come along the side of the body. like you had airplane wings. Engage the core. Start to shift the weight to your right foot. Let your left heel feel so light. Engage and step your left foot back. So we're coming into a crescent lunge. If you need to shimmy your right foot a little bit more to the right, press to the left heel, reach with the arms, and as you inhale, reach up, lift up. Anjalayasana, crescent lunge. As you exhale, take it into your cactus arms, bend the knee. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, open into that twist. Take the right hand to the back of the left thigh. Push the left thigh into your hand and start to feel a lift up. Exalting lunge. Exhale, pinwheel. Right arm goes up. Let it open. Press to the back heel. Exhale, right hand comes down. Drop the back heel. Open it up. Warrior two. Feel the length of the arms. Right knee reaching forward. Turn the palms up as you inhale. Reach up. Lift up. Exhale. Bend. Open. Letting that left hand comes behind the thigh. Right arm reaches up and over. Reverse the warrior. Inhale, extend. Reverse triangle. Exhale, bend. And just bringing the right hand to the right thigh. Let the left shoulder open back. And maybe from here, you can take your right hand and meet your left hand, and they reach and they open the heart. Can you sink your hips a little lower? Take one more breath in. And with your next exhale, bow forward. You can take the back heel off the floor if you need. Fallen warrior. Arms might go up and over your head. Take one more breath in. With your next exhale, release your hands to the floor. The back heel comes off the floor, and you start to move your hips a little bit back and forth. Now shimmy that right foot a little bit more forward, similar to what we did in the beginning. This time the left knee drops down. Turn your left hand to the side. Turn the right foot, weight of the foot out to the side. Right knee goes out. So from the front, it kind of looks like this. And then maybe that right hand can go back. It might find the foot. And maybe you let the foot pull your chest open. You come into this back bend, chest opening, heart opening. And with your next exhale, bring that heel in maybe closer to your glutes, hips, and your hips starts to move forward. I'm just going to change the play. Take one more breath in. As you exhale, release it out. Let the right heel push down, hip pushes back, body folds over. You might even grab the blade of the foot and Ardha Hanuman, half monkey pose, half split. As you exhale, soften, bend into that right knee. Take the back toes and maybe finding that lunge, and maybe you lift into a warrior three or airplane. Maybe even clasp the hands behind and open the heart. Take a nice deep breath in. With your next exhale, let your feet come parallel. Sit low. Open the heart. Utkatasana with the clasp. Take the hands forward. And bring yourselves all the way up. Connect with the breath. Inhaling. And exhaling. I'm just going to change it around. You can stay exactly where you are. When you feel ready, inhale. Utkatasana chair. Exhale, take the hands along the side. Open the chest. Start to shift the weight to your left foot. Pick up the right heel. Engage the core. And see if you can float that leg back. Again, if you need to shimmy your left foot a little bit more to the left, press with the right heel, connecting. Feel that energy from the back heel all the way up to the crown of the head. When you feel ready, start to take your hands forward and use your core to bring yourself up. Anjalayasana, crescent lunge. A slight bend into that back knee. The elbows come down, deepening the stretch in your hip flexors. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, come down, stay down. Maybe the arms will go a little bit up and over. We're going to open those arms into a twist. Left hand comes to the back of the right thigh. Right arm starts to reach up, lift up. As you exhale, bring it down. Left arm reaches up to the sky. Inhale. As you exhale, slowly bring it all the way down. And as you do, drop the right heel. Connect. Take your time to come up. Warrior two. Feel the length. Turn the palms up as you inhale. Reach up, lift up. Exhale, bend. Right arm comes behind, reverse your warrior. Sink a little deeper. Press into the front heel, reverse triangle. Feel the length, opening up. Exhale, bend into the front knee. Forearm to the thigh, extended side angle. Press with that heel, maybe reach that arm up and over. Bring that hand behind the back and maybe start to use your core here. Maybe that forearm can come around and you reach your hands away, opening the heart, pressing to the back heel. As you exhale, humble warrior, let the head drop on the inside. Let the arms maybe float up and over. Square your hips to the back of the room. Maybe the arms will go even further back. If you need to take the back heel off the floor, you can absolutely do that. With your next exhale, your hands are going to come on the inside of your left foot. Take your right heel off the floor and swing your body a little bit back and forth. Start to soften and deepen into the hips. When you feel ready, that right knee might drop down. You feel the chest opening. Turn your right hand slightly to the right, maybe letting the blade of your left foot stay on the floor, the left knee to the side. The left arm can go behind and maybe grab the foot. And again, if you let the foot pull you back, you let the chest open a little bit more, the knee goes to the side, it becomes a little bit more of a back bend, a shoulder opening. And if you want to take it more deeper into the quad, bring that heel in, let the body fold forward. Wherever you are, you're going to release. And we're going to shimmy that left foot a little bit more into the middle line. Press the heel and let the body go back. Soften here. Staying here a little deeper, longer, maybe holding the blade of the foot, letting the body soften. Take a nice deep breath in. Big exhale out. Take your time. When you feel ready, start to slide that heel in. Bring it forward, tucking the front toes. And you're going to take that, maybe leap up. The foot can come on the floor. You can stay with the hands on blocks. Chest is opening. And then let the feet come parallel. Maybe the hands come behind. You find a little bit of a chair, an opening of the chest. Take your time to inhale, bring yourselves all the way up. And as you exhale, hands to your heart center. Connect with the breath. Relax to your shoulders. Nice. So you're taking here into one more balanced pose. Your choice. Coming into dancers, you can use a strap or just using your hands. Start to soften into your knee and let your left hand slide to your ankle. If you can have the foot and the thumb on the same side, that's great. And the knees are going to stay kind of closer together. And from here, imagine there's a little surface in front of you. So you're going to reach up, find some length, and then you start to push the foot into the hands and maybe start to lean a little bit forward. Doesn't have to be too much. Maybe this is it. And maybe you start to push more into the foot and maybe you start to lean a little bit more. So you can always control that. With your next exhale, we're going to unwind, backstroke that arm, step onto the foot and take it to the other side. So soften into the knees, start to slide the hands to the ankle, maybe onto the inside thumb and big toe closer together. Engage the core, feel a little bit more lift. And then as you soften into your left knee, the right foot starts to push back and start to lift. Now think about lifting more than reaching forward. Take one more breath in. And as you exhale, a gentle backstroke. Stepping up to the front of your mat. If you're not there, roll the shoulders. Take a nice deep breath in. Arms reach up, lift up. You can always skip your flow if you want. Exhale, swan dive. Hinging from the hips, let the body fold. Inhale, finding your flat back, hands to the shin, shoulders pull back. And as you exhale, you step back into your down dog. Inhale, shift into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhaling up dog, sphinx or low cobra. And exhale, finding your down dog. And then slowly allow your knees to come down to the earth. Drop your hips back to your heels. And finding your child's pose, or maybe even putting a block under the forehead or a blanket between the shins and the tail. The arms can come along the side of the body, reaching down to your heels. Maybe a little massage on the forehead. Starting to calm the body. If it works for you, coming into hare or rabbit, holding onto your heels and start to roll to the top of your head. And then release. You're taking that one more time on the heel as we're clasping your hands and start to reach and let the arms reach up and over. And as you exhale, slowly release. Let the arms start to reach forward one at a time. And take your time here. Maybe you'd want to do a figure 4 on your back, once again going deeper. Or coming into pigeon, letting the right leg go up. Right knee bends, open the hips. And then taking your right knee to your right wrist. Take your time to get there. Hands come along the side. Walk the left leg back. Now, if you need to put anything under your right hip to square the hips up, you're more than welcome to do so. Otherwise, the elbows, the chest, maybe the forehead comes down. And soften. Noticing the sensations in the body. Noticing the breath into the lower back, the softening in the shoulders and jaw. Trying to stay present. Finding that pause between the thoughts. Let it get bigger, calmer. And taking your hands closer to your body, take your time. Support yourself and bring yourself back into your down dog. Pedal the feet, move it around. This time the left leg goes up, bending the knee and taking the left knee to the left wrist. If you like to open the hips or do a figure 4 on your back, whatever you need here. Let the chest open, walk the leg back, let the chest open. And then when you feel ready, let the body fold. Relax the shoulders, soften the jaw, and just noticing how the side might feel slightly different than the other. Can you find a little bit more softness in the shoulders, the jaw? Let it go. Taking your time to start to bring your hands up in a breath or two. If you're on your back, you can hug both knees into the chest. As you pedal the feet, move it around. Just crossing through your ankles as you find your seat. Taking that blanket or behind you once again, maybe finding a seated position here. And letting your your right foot open to the side. Inhale, lengthen into your spine, gentle twist to the extended leg, and taking your strap and hooking it up and over and pulling the elbows out, letting the belly and the chest hold here. If it bothers with your knee to be bent, you can have both legs extended, maybe holding onto the blade of the foot or the strap with the left hand, letting the right hand reach back, a gentle twist. You're coming out of it. Extend the legs, give it a little bit of a shake, and try it to the other side. You inhale, you lengthen your spine. Exhale, gently twisting to that extended leg. So when you come out of it, you're facing the leg, taking your strap here or your hands, pull the elbows out, you just start to lean over, let the body relax and fold over the leg. If you feel any pinching in your ribs, something doesn't feel right, come out of it, lengthen, and then revisit. But never force yourself into something if it doesn't work. Maybe taking a hold of the blade of the foot with the right hand or the strap, the right hand, the left arm, just back. Sorry, I forgot that I'm mirroring you, so it's the left hand that holds, the right hand that reaches. And then you come back up. And then extend. Nice job. And just from here, just making sure that you have some space. We're going to take those feet again and just once again opening into the chest. Take the hands facing forward, roll the shoulders, and maybe just noticing the difference when you did this pose in the beginning. This reverse tabletop, knees reaching forward, chest opening. And as you exhale, bring it back again. And then allowing the upper body to start to soften. If there's anything else that later on you need for your Shavasana, just make sure it's a little close by so you don't have to search for it. Allow the feet to come down to the earth and maybe having the blocks close by. Making sure your heels are not too far out, just like we did in the beginning. Pressing through the heels, feeling the knees reaching forward. Imagine there's an imaginary block there. You can even put a block there if you have more than one. And squeeze and lift, elbows in, chest opening, and maybe taking your second block and bring it under your sit bones. If you only have one, take that block, bring it under the sit bones and let it drop. So maybe from here, sorry, I feel like I stepped onto something. Feel the chest opening, heart opening. If you feel like you want to add more, press, lift, and maybe taking the other block or flipping the block up and really opening into the heart. Now the next move is taking the legs one at a time up. Let them hover. Viparita Karani waterfall pose. This is a cooling inversion. If it's comfortable for you to close your eyes, let your eyes close. Just feeling the reverse of the flow down your legs. Into the pool of your belly. Flowing to your heart. As you exhale, cooling and calming things down. And you feel like to slowly come out of this deep exhale. And bending the knees, let the feet come down. Bridge your hips so you can take your blocks out of the way. And then slowly letting the knees come back into the chest. Gentle rock. And once again, the knees to drop to the left, right shoulder to the right. Breathe into the right side of the body. And bring it back to the center, and to the other side. Come back to the center once again. Maybe a happy baby with both soles of the feet up, wiggle. And when you let your legs go for your Shavasana, making sure you're comfortable. Maybe a blanket under the knees or over your body. If you give yourselves a hug, holding onto your shoulder blades, pick up your head and gently start to shimmy down the lower back, middle, upper back, chin into the chest. So everything is aligned. So when you release your arms, you find your Shavasana. The eyes get heavy in the sockets. The cheeks, the jaw relaxing. As you allow the base of your tongue to soften, feeling it floating in your mouth. And the room to the back of the throat, that space, softening, releasing the shoulders and elbows and fingers. heart is light. The belly is soft. The hips heavy. As you continue to soften your legs, knees, toes. Slowly. If you want to stay longer, please do. Otherwise, start to wiggle the fingers and the toes, the wrists and the ankles. When it feels right for you, maybe taking a nice body stretch with the inhale. With the exhale, hugging the knees into the chest. Just noticing the echo of your practice. When it feels right for you, rolling yourself over to the left as you use your hands to come up to your seat. Take your time. Allowing your head to rest over the heart to rest over the hips. Everything is stacked up nicely, easy to hold without too much effort. You bring the palms together into Anjali Mudra, prayer pose. And finishing this with Kapata Mudra, the Dove Mudra, non-violence to yourself and to others. Keeping the fingers together and just opening the knuckles apart like you're holding this little precious gift in front of your heart. And remembering the gratitude and light you brought into your practice. Anything that you carry close to your heart, let it shine even brighter. We bow the head to the heart, thumbs to the forehead. We bow together. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you guys have a great night. If you have any questions and doubts, just send me an email. I'm Juliana. Thank you. Be well.